Elohim La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Hakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders in Great Millstone, who rule well, teach well, with sincerity, honesty, and integrity. Brothers laboring in this truth, putting their life on the line, especially in these times. Salutations to you brothers and you brothers and sisters who believe in this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Alright, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, just going to touch on this briefly. It's Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 1. It reads, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens. Alright? A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. Right? A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time it's like a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up. Alright, and then now I'm gonna keep matter if I keep going. A time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. Alright, so you know, to every time there's a season, man. And where you don't see too many people, you know what I mean, the mirth of the earth is going, man. You don't see too much people laughing. All right, you know, the government, the economy is you know, they're putting a chokehold on the people, man. You see, this is what you call the controlled collapse. You know, so they can usher in that NWO. All right. See, and it was a time for Esau Edom's kingdom. You know, he said he should build up the desolate places, but then the Lord said he would throw down. Right. So there was a time where Esau Edom, you know, the so-called white man, had a time, a little season where he was going to rule the earth, man. You know, where he was going to be in power, and at that time he was going to be a harsh ruler and a fierce king over Jacob, man. He was going to be, you know, that whipping stick over Jake, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and those Israelites that's been scattered amongst the nations, that diaspora, right? But see, now we're in a time, right? I'm gonna keep on going. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, right? And what the scripture says, you know, the love of many shall wax, cold because iniquity abound, right? Roughly paraphrasing, right? So people are no longer, people that embracing spirit, you know, is ceasing, man, in the streets. You know, that loving spirit, it's going away. It's dwindling, you know, and not slowly but surely, but in a very rapid pace, man. You see, people are not having no, they don't care about they have no pity upon their neighbors, man. And it's gonna only get worse, especially when there's a time of famine, when there's a time when people have to, you know, do whatever it takes to take, you know, to try to take care of themselves, man. Right, but see, we're in those times where Salakia, right? We're in them times where people are not having that love is not there, man. Them good old days, man. Especially, you know, Esau Edom. You know, when he had a time where, you know, he had Jake under his foot. You know, Jake couldn't, you know, do what we're doing right now, man. Speak up against, you know, the righteous man is speaking boldly to those that afflicted them, man. It was a time when Esau Edom, man, throw a noose on your head, man, hang you over a tree, man. You see? You see, we in a beautiful time, man, where not only that, but now you're seeing the Egyptian against the Egyptian, the Babylonian against the Babylonian, the American versus the American, all different type of, you know, social, race, you know, gender, all type of wars amongst the people here, you know, domestically, man, here in America soil, man. So this is a beautiful time we're in right now, man. You see? Let's read verse 7. It reads, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. All right? And there was It was a time to, that it was the Lord put it where, the nation that they fallen away, so they didn't really truly know who they were, because we was cut off from remembrance from our enemies. All right. You see, now we're speaking, but then there's gonna be again a time where the Lord's gonna make it where He's gonna cleave the tongue to the roof of the prophet's mouth, like Ezekiel, if I'm not mistaken. And we're coming closely to that time as well, man, where the famine of the word is gonna happen. You see? So we're getting closer and closer to the end of Esau Edom's rulership, his kingdom, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. Because I know you brothers, man, you sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. I know you sisters feeling the same way. You see, what makes us, and the average person is feeling the same way, because they don't know how they're going to take care and put food on the table, take care of themselves and put food on the table, feed their children, right? Because now that they're taking away all these, these benefits, man, Esau Edom's truly showing his horns, man, right now. All right. But I'm going to get the last verse I'm going to grab here, and it reads, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace, man. And it's a time of hate. It's a time of war. All right. When Esau Edom's, the scripture says when the righteous in authority, people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Right. And people are mourning right now, and as again, as Esau Edom put the crunch on the people, man, people they're gonna lash out, man. They're gonna lash out, and that's what he wants. He wants order out of chaos, man. Order out of chaos, man. So we're seeing these things being like we're seeing it all being put together right in front of our eyes, man. And we like we said at camp, man, we're cheering this on, man. We hoping that it gets worse, right? Because we know, the economy breakdown is for them to usher into the MOTB, all right? And we just pray that, Lord willing, that it comes sooner than later, man. All right? So with that,